I was talking to my brother recently, and he asked me how I get so much stuff done and how I'm able to work on my goals, whether there's something that is in alignment with what I want or completely out of alignment and just going through the motions. So I thought it would be fun to make a video not only about reaching your goals and achieving things and being productive, but also making sure that your goals are in alignment with your vision of your life and what you really want, because one day you could have a computer science degree that you really don't want and don't want to work as a software engineer, and that's a lot of work that just went into that. So I don't want you to go through what I went through. So in order to reach your goals, what I think is the most effective thing to do is to visualize your future. So I want you to think about the path that you're currently on and what future will come from that path. So if you keep doing what you're doing today, what kind of future are you going to be living 5 to 10 years from now? Are you going to still be renting an apartment? Maybe you are not financially well enough to move out of your parents' house, or maybe you still don't have a partner. Whatever it ends up being, I want you to think about your anti-goal. So if you're on an amazing trajectory right now, that's awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep working on all the things that you're working on. But if you are feeling a little bit stuck, then either way, I want you to think about where your current path is leading you. And then I want you to think about where you want to go. So what does your ideal future look like 5 to 10 years from now, or 2 years from now, or whatever? How much time you need for your ideal self to manifest. When you're thinking about your ideal future, I want you to think about a lot of things, and I'm going to rapid fire a bunch of questions at you, but I have a workbook that I've created to go along with this that you can fill in. So if you'd like that, it's in the description box down below. It's free. You can download it and fill it in, and I really want you to sit and think about your ideal future. And the workbook goes along with the video in a variety of ways. So when you're thinking about your ideal future, I want you to think about all of the big picture things, but then all of the small things too. So like, where do you live? What city do you live in? Do you live in the middle of a city? Do you live out in the middle of nowhere? Do you live in a small town? What does your house look like? Do you live in an apartment building or a house? Is it quite modest or is it luxurious? Do you live with other people? Do you have a spouse, a partner? Do you have kids or pets, or do you still live with a roommate? Do you live with your friends in a commune? What are your relationships like? What do you bring to your relationships? What do your relationships bring for you? How do they fulfill you? How do they feel? What does it feel like when you spend time with others? How many people are around you in your life? Do you have an abundance of friends? Do you spend a lot of time with your family? Do you have a new family of your own? What kind of career do you have? Do you work from home? Do you work from an office? Is your career in alignment with your values? You know, like how do you feel at the end of your work day? Do you work for yourself, or do you work for someone else, or do you kind of work for yourself by doing freelance stuff? And how much money are you making? Is that allowing you to live the life that you want? How much money do you need to live the life that you want? Do you live quite modestly, or do you want to have a lot of luxury? And if you do want to have a lot of luxury, then why? What is the purpose behind having those luxurious items? What does it bring for you? What are your hobbies? You know, how do you spend your time? What do you do when you're alone? What do you do for fun? How do you feel? What does it feel like in this future? Is this something that you genuinely enjoy doing? What kind of joy do you experience on a daily basis? What kind of challenges do you experience on a daily basis? So I'm just going to walk you through a little bit of my own ideas. I very much would like to live out in a rural place in British Columbia. I want to be able to go on hikes every day. I want my family to come out there with me. I want to move my parents and my brother out to BC as well. I really want them to come. I want to be living with my partner. I want to still have my cat. I'd like to have another cat so that my cat can have a cat. I want to live essentially off-grid and grow a lot of my own food. I want to have solar panels and water catchment. I want to work for myself. I want to build my membership platform up to a place where it can support me. I want to create valuable content for people and enrich other people's lives. I think that my job is very much in alignment with my values if it goes well. I want to have time and spatial freedom. I want to be able to live in the middle of nowhere and still be financially stable. I want to build my house around working with nature. I want it to be very much a part of the land and sustainable. And the challenges that I'll face will be immense, since I don't want to live in a city. I'm not going to have access to regular groceries or like a post office, and growing my own food is going to be a massive challenge. So I really want you to think about all of the good things and all of the bad things that come along with this future to make sure that it's really yours. And I want you to think about the motivations behind this ideal future. Why do you feel this way? What prompted this idea in your mind? Is it something that is genuinely your idea, even if you didn't come up with this idea completely on your own? Is it something that you want for yourself, not something that you want to enrich the way that you're perceived by others? So you don't want this because your parents will think more highly of you, or your friends will think more highly of you, or it's what society expects of you. You want this for you, because of you. I want you to really get clear on why you want this future. And then once you're really clear on, this is your future, this is what you want, you have very good motivations, you've asked yourself why a number of times, like the 5 whys, the 5 layers of why. So I want to build a membership platform. Why? Because I want to be able to make money while I'm helping others. Why? Because I think that I have a lot of movement education that could help a lot of others, and I think it could be beneficial. And making money off grid is extremely important to me. Why? You just keep going through those whys. Why, until you get to like the core motivation. And is that a good reason? Is it because of something that is genuinely valuable to you? Anyway, once you've done that, once you're clear on your future and that it is your future and that you want this for yourself, I want you to think about what is different about ideal you compared to current you. What are your differences? What do you need to do in order to get there? I have a membership platform. It is launched, but it is not enough to sustain me financially yet. In order to get closer to where I want to be, I need to grow my membership platform. And then how do I do that? I need to create content for the internet and grow my audience, hence creating a YouTube video. How do I do that? Just like taking your big goal and breaking it down into sub-goals, breaking those sub-goals into sub-goals, and then breaking those down into habits or short-term goals. So my long-term goal is living out on an island, building a house, having chickens and a garden and basically a teeny little farm, and having a CSA that I provide for the community. And my sub-goal is to have my membership platform be able to sustain me financially. A sub-goal from that would be growing my audience and starting and building my email list. And a sub-goal from that would be to create content on a very regular basis. And then a habit from that is creating content on a weekly basis, creating blog posts, creating Instagram reels, creating YouTube videos. Those are the habits that I need to have now in order to have that life 5 years from now. And not only that, setting up the habits that you need on a daily basis, but also break your big goal down into smaller goals. So say you have a 5-year goal. What is going to be your goal 1 year from now? What do you need to accomplish? What do you need to have finished in 1 year? What goal should be accomplished 1 year from now to know that you're on the path to finish your 5-year goal? What goal needs to be done within 6 months to know that you're on track for your 5-year goal? What goal needs to be done in 1 month to know that you're on track for your 5-year goal? What goal needs to be done in 1 week to know that you're on track? What goal can you accomplish today to know that you're on track for your 5-year goal? Break it down into your daily habits, your weekly habits, your monthly habits, and then your big goals. So your big monthly goals, 6-month goals, quarterly goals, yearly goals, all of the things that you need to do in order to get closer to that goal. How does that ideal self live? What kind of habits do they have? What kind of habits do I need to get rid of now in order to live more in alignment with that person? Again, I just want to remind you that I do have a workbook to go along with this, so if this felt a little bit like a lot of information and a little bit chaotic, then download the workbook and fill it out on your own time. Really take time to think about these questions and examine your life, what you want, how you're going to get there. You just need to break it down. Your goals seem huge. They seem unattainable, but they're not. You can do it. I'm sure that you can do it if you really put your mind to it and you work at it and you remind yourself of your goal on a daily basis. Write your goal down somewhere, put it on your desk, put it on your fridge, put it on your bathroom mirror. This is the goal that you have. You need to be reminded of that and work on it all the time. You need to let go of the distractions that are keeping you from it. Social media is like this perfect dopamine system that makes you feel like you're getting things done in this weird way, and you need to think about what is genuinely making me closer to the life that I want to live, and do those things. And you can do it. I believe in you. So download the workbook. Please like and subscribe. That would mean the absolute world to me and get me closer to my goals, and I would absolutely love you for that. Thank you so much for being here. Also, I have a membership. It's a movement and meditation membership, and I am a movement practitioner. I'm a dance and yoga instructor as well as a personal trainer, and it has a bunch of mobility, strength, and flexibility classes, as well as a whole bunch of meditations, like gratitude meditations and body scans and all sorts of things. So if you're interested in that, there's a 7-day free trial, and then it's only $10 a month. It's very affordable. I wanted to make this accessible to everyone, so please check it out. That would mean the absolute world to me. And if this video is helpful, please share it with your friend. Thank you. Bye. I appreciate you. I hope that you appreciate yourself. Have a beautiful day.